In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This is the 5th lecture on the introduction to Surah Al-Baqarah. In the previous lectures, guidance was given regarding the steadfastness of the Islamic movement on the principles in the context of the revelation of Surah Al-Baqarah. In this lecture, we will discuss the types of hypocrites and their identification in the context of the revelation of Surah Al-Baqarah. After the migration, the struggle between Islam and disbelief was at its peak. During this phase, a new element began to emerge, which was the element of the hypocrites. Although the initial signs of hypocrisy started to become apparent towards the end of the Meccan period, only this type of hypocrite was found there, who acknowledged the truth of Islam and professed faith, but were not prepared to sacrifice their interests, sever their worldly ties, or endure the hardships and difficulties that began to befall those who accepted this path. Upon reaching Medina, besides this type of hypocrites, a few other types of hypocrites also began to be found within the Islamic community. The following are the types of hypocrites as illuminated in Surah Al-Baqarah. Number 1. There was a type of hypocrite who completely denied Islam and joined the Muslim community solely to create discord. Number 2. The second type of hypocrites were those who, due to being surrounded by the sphere of influence of the Islamic community, saw their benefit in being counted among the Muslims on one hand, while maintaining connections with the opponents of Islam on the other. This way, they could benefit from both sides and remain safe from the dangers posed by either side. Number 3. The third type of hypocrites were those who were hesitant or reluctant between Islam and ignorance. They did not have complete faith in the truth and completeness of Islam, but since most of their tribe and family had converted to Islam, they too became Muslims by following them. Number 4. The fourth type of hypocrites included those who had accepted Islam as the truth, but refused to abandon the ways, superstitions, and customs of ignorance, and were unwilling to accept moral restrictions and the burden of duties and responsibilities. At the time of the revelation of Surah Al-Baqarah, the emergence of these different types of hypocrites was just beginning, so Allah Almighty only made brief references to them. As their actions and characteristics became more apparent, subsequent revelations provided detailed guidance regarding the hypocrites in later surahs, according to the nature of their behavior. I hope you have understood what types of hypocrites were addressed in Surah Al-Baqarah and what types of hypocrites can be identified. As mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah, Alhamdulillah, 5 lectures regarding the introduction of Surah Al-Baqarah have been completed. In the 6th lecture on Surah Al-Baqarah, we will begin the translation and interpretation of Surah Al-Baqarah, and we will also take a question, which we will discuss together. May Allah Almighty support and assist us in this mission. Ameen. Take great care of yourself. Please allow me to take my leave. Allah be your protector. Peace and blessings of Allah be upon you.